Hello and welcome to the first ever edition of Cool Guitar Textures with me, Fake Dr. Levin. Lately I've been playing around with this idea of creating pulsing textures on the guitar, and I wanted to show you over the course of a couple weeks a few examples of this technique I'm working on. So the technique to create these pulsing textures requires that you use two fingers in your right hand to pluck two strings at a time on the guitar. I use adjacent strings mostly for this technique, and it ends up sounding like this. Or like this. Or like this. And it creates these cool pulsing rhythms that are great for accompanying other instruments, and they create a good backbone for music because there's a rhythmic pulse and a good harmonic pulse, and I've just found it to be a really exciting vibe to work with. So this week's example, as you saw in the intro, is an F major 9 chord, which will be tabbed and notated in the description below, and it uses the top four strings, D, G, B, and E, and what I do is I finger the chord like so, and with my right hand I pluck the D and G strings together, then I pluck the G and B strings together, and the B and E strings together, and I mix up the order in which I do this. So sometimes I'll go D and G to G and B, or sometimes I'll go D and G to B and E, and I mix it up like this. And so you're using these two strings at a time and jumping from groups of strings, and it creates this really great, just kind of sounds like maybe two guitars harmonized with each other. It's very full, wide, and beautiful, glowy, iridescent, oatmeal-ish, wafery. It's just great. It's all the things I like. So you'll find the example notated. I play it in 7/8, so I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can, but you can do it in any meter you want. You know, like in 4/4, it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or if you did it in 5, it'd be like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's just a really great rhythm thing to do. I'm going to say it's really great a million more times over the course of this series probably. And that's because it's just it's really great. I love this technique. I hope you love it too, and I hope that it goes well when you practice it. Some tips. First of all, it's going to be really hard at first, probably for a lot of people. It was for me. It's kind of awkward to use just two fingers on two strings at a time and jump like that, because you need to get used to where the distances between the strings are and build strength in your fingers. So I recommend to start using the metronome very slowly and just getting comfortable with playing two strings at a time, and work on it very slowly, patiently, solidly with a metronome, and build it up to speed over time. Be patient with it because it's kind of awkward at first, but it ends up being really pretty. And everything with guitar pretty much that's worth learning takes a bit of practice, and I can't think of any exceptions to that right now. So just be patient and have fun. I hope you have a great week.